Switching of classrooms, second grade definitely does team teaching. Everything that we do in a day, in a week, in a period, we all sit down before class as well as at the end of the week, after school every day, and we collaborate together and discuss how we're going to teach this lesson, how are we going to take this on, which part of this is going to be hands-on, how did this work for your class, what do we want to change and make different. We definitely work as a team in our second grade, so it's nice. We have, everybody is so different, so it's nice to have that, the group that we have, because everyone works so well together and we can make sure that we're hitting all spots, because there may be something I'm doing that's not working, and Miss Cox has something that worked wonderfully, so I can go back and incorporate that in my room.
So is that only happening at grade 2?
I don't know. I would hope not, but since this is our second grade time,
we just wanted to say we have a strong team of teachers in the second grade.
We definitely work together.
And the same thing, folks, is happening in grade 3, grade 4, grade 5. We all work together. I said that very in tongue-in-cheek, kind of humorously, because we have a lot of staff meetings there. We have one or so every month with everybody, but during the week, you folks are meeting as a group, both individually, kind of informally, and then with your AQC, which is our elementary little people's principal, as our audience would know, but we call them AQC, which stands for Academic Quality Control. That's a business world term for an educational situation. And our AQC is, of course, your dear friend and ours, Miss Graham's, and she's a bulldog. Don't tell her I said she's a bulldog.
I think you just did.
She's a bulldog for making sure, A, you do your job, and every test that the kids take she looks at, and every score that is scored, she knows where kids are at, and then she concentrates on academic. And we have another bunch of folks that work with the behavior issues, because if you mix them both, then she's torn between the two. But if you just get to concentrate on one area, academics, that's where we are, I think, pretty good.
And speaking of academics, with the curriculum that we design, we try to meet various learning styles for the students in the classroom, incorporating those hands-on experiences for the children. So we try to reach all of our students and motivate our students using different ways of learning.
Let me really put you on the spot, and I hope I don't. What's his learning style in your estimation?
I think Terrell Weston is a hands-on learner. He likes to read his AR books in the classroom.
What's that mean?
Accelerated reading program at our school. He takes the quizzes on our computer in the classroom or at the library, and he passes successfully. Between hundreds and 80% on his exams there on his tests. So,
way to go.
And for science, he is always involved working over at the Science Center and playing with the different experiments like the magnet.
Really? Okay. Is that your favorite subject?
Yes.
Okay. Science is your favorite subject? Wow. Now, did I hear earlier that he has an interest in cars?
Yes.
Did I hear? The little things, or do you go repair engines on your dad's car?
It's like it's big, it's red, black, blue, and black.
These are the cars you play with. Do you give them names? Or you give them numbers? Not yet. Okay, all right. My car has a name, but I ain't going to tell you what it is. Okay. Slow Turtle is what I call my car. Okay. Dad, now as far as after-school activities, does he stay till 6 o'clock, or where are we on that?
Sometimes he does stay with his aunt for after-school activities. Most times he doesn't, unless he stays with his aunt, because I work at 7, so I can't come and pick him up at 6. So.
And then, now, folks that need to know, we have an after-school program till 6 o'clock. Our middle school kids are able to receive that through a 21st Century Community Learning Centers grant, so there's very little cost for that one. Our kids are doing stuff with Legos and mural art, and we just started a chess club. It's a host of things to get kids interested. That's a very critical age, the middle school age. But the little guys, K through 5, I'm going to call some of them little, and some of the 5th graders about as tall as you are, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, but we have an after-school program for them till 6 as well. But that one is kind of, parents have to pay a little bit for that. If you're fortunate to receive DHS, Department of Human Services reimbursement, then you're able to, our school will qualify for child care for that, and they would assist you in that process. We've got a couple of questions, and the lady that just brought it over, we're going to interrupt for a second because I'm going to talk to Sister Carol, and I know you're shaking your head, but I just learned about something about you this morning, and I'm so very proud of you that you went to, I think, Nashville, Tennessee, and received a very special award, and I know you're bashful. Yeah, that's a joke. But would you allow us, please, to find out the name of what your award and its distinction? We jest with you, but we're very pleased with you as a technician here. And your career is, I think, very significant. Tell us what you won, girl.
Well, I received the Reach Special Recognition Award for Gospel Announcers.
Okay.
Yes, through the Stella Awards in Nashville, Tennessee, and that happened on last weekend.
And you were there.
Yes.
Did you go on stage?
Yes, I did. In my gown, I said, "Ooh, they made a mistake giving me the mic." But anyway, I had my few moments of fame, and I like to thank everybody that supported me here. Amen, especially you.
We love you, girl.
Yeah, I was thinking about y'all while I was down there.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, okay, Miss Carolyn.
So thank you.
Okay, and we appreciate you, and you offer us many good suggestions, and you can really write good, too. And you just wrote some questions for us. Well, let's see what they are. Okay, here's something. Let me ask this one. This first one came in. Is there a waiting list for all grades? No, there is not. At this microphone at this time, I can't tell you what is available and what is not, but we have a waiting list for, I would bet you, probably at least half of our grades and maybe a little bit more. But Flint is, unfortunately, and I'm referring to Genesee County literally, because our population in this county is declining. And there are kids that leave our school, and when I get to see where they're going, you know where it is? Southwest. And I don't mean Michigan, I mean South and Southwest United States. So unfortunately, we're losing kids to other parts of the country. But no, there are not waiting lists for all grades. And the only way to find out, come and give us a call. And you can call the school at 600-5000. That's the easy one to know. 600-5000. That's the school number. Someone that answers that phone will help you with that question. And then if you want to get a hold of me, just ask for Art, and then we'll set up a tour, really help you out. Make sure you're comfortable with seeing what kind of school we have. And then we've got another question. We're going to hand this to our teachers, and it's regarding parents in the classroom. Let's talk. Who's going to respond to that?
Oh, well, the process that we have for allowing parents to come into the classroom, you have to make it the appointment ahead of time with our AQC, our Academic Quality Controller principal,
Yep.
And set up the time. Typically, they're not involved in the classroom because we're on a time schedule. We follow bells and routines, and we have
pacing. Yeah, because we don't want our pacing messed up. Okay. Now that maybe we'll have Ms. Nicole talk about pacing, what that means. So, but the point is, yes, you can have an appointment in our class. We welcome parent involvement to that extent. Just give us a call a little bit in advance. It's not that they're going to do anything different, but they just want to be able to prepare the kids for your arrival, because you are a distraction. You're somebody new, and they're going to turn around and look at you, and when they turn, they're not going to understand the lesson as clearly as they could. So I think that's our position on that. And what did I say you were going to talk about?
Pacing.
Pacing. Yeah, mention that very quickly, Ms. Nicole.
Pacing is just what we follow. It's our curriculum. It's set up what we should do in the course of a week, in the course of a month, in the course of a term. Everything's set up so that everyone has the same
teaching
that we're doing
practice and prefecting
in every classroom.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So all of our classes are moving along at the same pace.
Exactly.
Therefore, we call it pacing. Right?
Exactly.
And our tests are based upon what you have to cover within that week.
Yes.
So if there are distractions from teaching, the pacing gets messed over, and then things are out of sync. And that's very simply why we ask you to call for an appointment. But we'll never keep you out of the classroom. We just want to kind of schedule it in an organized fashion that'll fit in with our general objectives of education. Good answer?
Absolutely.
Okay, tell Cormier that I answered that one pretty good.
All right.
Okay. Well, we've got now about a minute and a half, so we got to hit it quick. We're going to probably have a little closing here. And Terrell Jr., is there anything you'd like to tell your friends or your folks or your relatives or anybody? And we're going to see if we can have you say something as a goodbye to everybody. He's getting prompt. Come on, buddy. Something? All right, time's precious. I'm going to have to move on. Dad, what did you whisper him? Tell us what...
I just told him to tell how much he liked the school.
Yeah, that would
He's not
nice.
Normally this quiet. But
that's what I hear. That's what I hear. Yeah.
Well, he's certainly not quiet in the classroom. We're always working and sharing, and he's a very involved student, participates well in the classroom, so this is unlike him.
All right, Mr. West, any closing remarks?
Well, just proud of my son and proud of the school.
And Pops, listen, here's a plug to you and all other dads out there. Look at father-son, homework, doing educational things together. That boy's going to succeed. That boy's going to succeed because here's Dad and Mom's behind the scene as well. So we applaud that effort by you, my good friend. Well, we're about to close. And remember, how much time I got, Carolyn? I'm done. Here we go. Everybody look at somebody and say about the International Academy of Flint. Woo-wee! That is some kind of school. Bye, everybody. See you next week.